Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people. Why isn't that just a lonely little warehouse sitting there? a lot of people want to ride that bus. Holy cow. Yeah, we're going to need to get some bus service out to that train station directly at it. Maybe we do that first. We were going to focus on Empire Pedestrian District, but I didn't realize we forgot to do the bus line over here. I mentioned it in the last video, said I was going to put in a bus station, and then I didn't do it. Shame on me. I think if we put it like right there, it'd be fine. They can come in and out right by, or maybe we go to that side of it. Yeah, let's go to that side of it. And then we want to just take this stop that's right here and just put it there. This line does want to come over this way more than that, but I think we're going to leave it alone. And then this red line goes into over here. That is just a transfer stop, so I'm going to move that stop into the station. That's all that stop was ever for, was to connect to this line to over to this station. In fact, that just goes station to station, doesn't it? Yeah, and that's perfect. That works out really well. So we should have seen, all those people walking to over here to get in line now. And we might need to take a look at this red line and see what our numbers are. Oh, it's fine. We've got enough buses. There's 9 buses on that line. Yeah, they'll keep up fine. They're full, but that's okay. You want your buses to be full. So cool. That's they're still walking over here as if there's a stop over here. I guess they were already routed to go over there. That's a lot of pedestrian activity. Look at that. That's crazy. I'm wondering, can I get a path that like connects this? And I can just go straight from in there into the back here? I don't know if that'll work or not. Gonna guess no, but what if I move it and bump this over just a little bit and bring that more that way? Does that work? Is that a thing? I'm gonna say definitely not. Oh well. It was nice to. My gosh, that train was definitely needed. I'm almost considering, just because of the number of passengers that we have. I mean, I wish I could make just trains something that we charge for, and not buses or metros. So I'm going to turn this off. That's going to really decrease our ridership. We're already bringing in... Gosh, I'm just curious if the train, like, okay, it's not going to pay for all the trains. Never mind. That's never going to happen. Though that metro, making some bank. So what do we got, like $3,000 here that we're making? It's not really offsetting all that much in expenses. Let me let this run for a minute and see if this is justifiable or not. So yeah, I've let this run 3 or 4 minutes, and sometimes we get up to about $3,000 on trains, and then buses and metros hover around $1,000. I don't think we're making enough off of it to discourage the ridership. I'd rather have people using mass transit. Interestingly enough, I thought City Statistics had a transit, like just a total number. And I mean, we can see cyclists and all that. We can see our number of tourists coming in, which did spike by putting in the train stations. You can see where we put them in the last episode where we were. Boom. We're bringing in a lot more, like a lot more. We're only 38% on attractiveness too, so that's nice that we saw basically the numbers double. So today we are going to focus here on our pedestrian area, and I'm going to expand it out a bit. Mainly because I don't want to use any of this space for the what are they called? The buildings that you have to have for them. I've gone blank. I want to kind of sneak those in back over here where we'll have some offices and some commercial. And that's the nice thing about this. Service area is what it's called. Small cargo service point. Oh, that's right, we do already have one pedestrian area in town, so this I can go that way? What are you connecting to that way? I think you're... Oh, it's trying to connect to the bridge. That's cute. I want to get it right up under that bridge. There we go. Cool. So this place is already costing us $1,600 a week. Let's get some stuff going here to make this not cost us $1,600 a week. Doesn't really matter where we put the roads because they're all pedestrian roads. So we are going to do a nice big plaza, and I really don't know. I don't think sandstone is what we want. I think our bluestone is our better option. Yeah, I like the bluestone idea. So I'm gonna bring in a line just whoops right here, and we'll figure out where it's going to go in a few minutes. Now what I want to do is make sure that these can function in here. Yes, they can. Cool. So we're going to backtrack from that, and pedestrian landmarks, we don't have any unlocked yet. Sparks and plazas, we want to come in here, and I'd kind of like to make like a little formal entry here. And then the bigger one is what it... Oh, wow, that helped with entertainment over there. Look at that. Just that one thing. The bigger one is... I don't remember how big it is. What do we have to get to unlock that? Pedestrian, there you go. Okay, so it's not here. Is it in this stuff? Oh. Okay, I'm just confused. Or is it here? Oh, it's not here. Well, where is it? I could have swore it was in this. This is Sunken Plaza. This is Museum. So where is that big glass arch? Like, where are you hidden? I thought it was just here. Oh, I already have it unlocked. I didn't realize our other pedestrian area was that successful. Okay, well, this is the one I want. The big one. And then right next to it, I want to do what we were looking at just a second ago, these guys. And I want to put these at... Okay, first of all, good, no parking. That is what I was hoping for. There is a little bit of parking back there, but it's also... We're going to put a little alley behind here just to, you know, make it look like a garbage truck could get back there, or a cargo truck, you know, could get back there. I'm thinking what I want to do with these, though, is put them in an L shape. So have the other one come out kind of, well, it's got to be roadside, but with part of it backed up to this one. That might be tricky, though, given just where everything is here. I might not be able to get away with it. I don't know that we have the space to do it, so we might have to just put them on opposite sides of the road from each other, which isn't exactly what I wanted. That doesn't even fit there. It's not exactly what I wanted to do. So maybe instead of doing them like this, why does it not delete the whole building sometimes? Maybe instead of doing them like that, we will come in and come down to a smaller road. We're just going to go with the one with grass, and then just immediately turn, and we'll just make some connections here. There we go. And then maybe this will let me get them in an L. If I have them like here, and then the next one coming out on this, possibly. Let's just go ahead and bring that down, and it doesn't want to go all the way down. Can I get away with that? Nope. Where do I need to... I have to turn like there, and I don't think that's going to be enough frontage for this. Yeah, it's not. Boo. Okay, so that's all right. That's okay. What we can do then is come back into our roads and then come out with maybe a thinner one. In fact, the thinner one will go straight through. and that's not too shabby. Then we can bump this over one. Can you tell I didn't playtest this first? Oh, it's still just a little too big. That is so disappointing. I wonder, though, what if we use Anarchy? I know that's sticking out to the road over there. But what if we use Anarchy? Nah, that's not going to give me what I want. So instead, we'll just have them on opposite sides of the street. Oh, and it still doesn't fit over there. I knew that, and I tried to do it anyway. I really only get one of these things in here. Really want them both. So, yeah, we're going to have to go back to back then. All right, cool. Let's figure out, how big are you? Let's put you just somewhere. Do I have space over here? Yeah. I just need to plop it down so I can take a measurement here. So we need to come back 500 and then, so 550 to get that in. So we jump back over here. And actually, it doesn't even really matter. We can just run a road down through here. We're just going to go with the basic one. And it's going to be offset a little bit. And then let's go grab that. Come here. Thank you. Instead of just deleting it and rebuilding it over and over again, be a little smarter about it. Now it fits there nicely, but it doesn't fit how I want it to. So I want these two alleys backed up to each other. I know it's not the prettiest thing to have in a pedestrian district, but it's how I want it to look. So what we're going to do is move both of these over a fair bit, like all the way over. Like that. And then I'm going to sneak another path in right back here. That just gives me the frontage for that, and then spin this around. And then, yeah, again, I know it's not the prettiest thing to have in a pedestrian district to have, just alley growth, but kind of necessary. So this one out here, we will make a little nicer and then try to get it connected somewhere. Maybe we just run this up like that for that. That works. And that gets us some nice shopping in there. Those should be happy inside of a pedestrian district. At least it looks like they're going to be happy inside a pedestrian district. And then for the rest of this, I first of all want to... You can't apply themes to this. You can't. So I'm going to have to overlay another... Now, if it was... I want to do the new malls district style. If it was this type of specialization, we could do it, but it's not. So I'm going to have to just hollow out this bit out of Forest Heights, which still needs a name. I'm recording this late. Gosh, let's see, Skylines video number 11 just went live yesterday. Oops, that's not what I want to do. So I'm like 6 weeks out here. So you guys haven't had a chance to really offer any names for anything yet. But we'll get there. I like to record a lot of these at one time. So this is Beach Park. We're going to go Styles, and we're going to go shopping malls, because this is going to be just focused heavily on retail. So let's get in a few of our other little assets here. Just make this place look really nice. Do we have something a little larger than that? It's smaller. Oh man, I should have brought this out. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can't get this a little closer here. Come on. Come on. You know you want to go right there. There you go. Doesn't really matter since it's a pedestrian area. So that fits beautifully there. And then I think next to it, we can get like a little fountain. Yeah, that looks good. So then coming back into these larger ones, yeah, that's just going to have some space around it. Do we want it right up against that? I think we do, but I also think we probably want to look at the grading that's here. Yeah, we can get away with it. I am gonna, well, cheat. I'm gonna bring all of this to the same elevation. I may undo this. I may hate it, but I'm gonna try it. So let me grab all these nodes. There, I got it that time, and I don't think that did too much damage to the nearby stuff. We've got, you know, it did break some of this zoning, but that's all right. I don't know why I've got this stuff on a collector. I wanted to leave this as like more of an arterial with nothing on it. That's why you see there's only collectors that connect to it, except for our walking district. And that's our pedestrian district. I keep calling them walking districts. I know that's not what they're called. I don't know why I keep calling them that. I wonder if I can get away with just moving this to the center, if it'll complain about not being connected. No, it's fine. Oh, yeah, it's perfectly fine. And then we'll do some little tiles in there to make that look a little bit better. I'm happier with it now that it is all at one elevation. We've got just a little bit there that's not covered. Cool. There, now everybody should be covered. Cool. Now let's continue looking at maybe just a few more little parks. Maybe a food truck. Let's put that more over here, and then maybe we can put a path there and also get some. Nope, no benefit there. And then an ice cream stand, still no benefit. Those have pretty low entertainment value apparently. That's unfortunate. I do want to come in here and go to unlocking the policies and turn on street music and deliver everything. Just to get that going. And then we will zone some commercial, but I want to get rid of the zoning out here on some of these collectors so we can get slightly larger buildings in through here. I think I turned it off. Yeah, I turned it off on that one. Can I have that little bit right there, please? Thank you. And we'll get rid of it there. And yeah, we'll come all the way through here. That did make those bigger up on the hill, and I don't want that, but we'll deal with that in a moment. And I'm just going to come all the way around. Cool. Yeah, that'll work. Let's trim these up real quick before I forget, because I don't want them to upgrade and wind up taking up all that space. Just clean that up nicely. There we go. We do have some ugliness with a cliffside here. Maybe we just don't have these buildings on this side, and we just have paths instead. I think that's a necessity to facilitate what we've done here. So this is coming together nicely so far. We just need to fill in a bit more. I was kind of hoping we'd get some unlocks going here, but we don't have anything that we can unlock. I was kind of hoping we could get maybe some of these just by having that in there, but we can't. So we will go ahead and we've applied our theme. We will get this filled in. Don't want that to go around that corner. And we'll fill that in there. And we're just going to go heavy on all of this shopping mall themed stuff. And while those are filling in, I want to come back into our parks and find those individual little tiles. Do we have one that's bluestone? We do. Bluestone pavers. And bring our brush strength down. And just get these placed under here so that this kind of fills in a little bit better. I wish we had one that was curved. I know there's one of the pavers in the game offers both a curved and a non-curved one. This is clearly not it. So, and this is why I wish it was curved, because of the way it winds up winding up here, but we're just going to have to live with it, I guess. So I will get a row in, and then I will copy it and put another, and just kind of go all the way underneath this whole little park here. got that copied, and now we should just be able to run these all the way under here. No, it doesn't want to. Oh, it does want to put them there. Cool. And we're going to go all the way underneath it just to fill in all the gaps. I think that would be a better result because we've got some weird gaps back there. Come on, you can do it. That one's off a little bit. Oh, well. It doesn't do it on the first click every time. And sometimes it doesn't do it on any of the clicks. Okay, well then, if that's how it wants to play it, so we will get rid of that one. Oops, I don't know what I just deleted, but it wasn't what I wanted to. Maybe it is what I wanted to. It's just, it's deleting something. I managed to put them down twice. Okay, so we're going to select just that one and just that one and see if that will let me place these down a little bit easier. Yeah, it looks like yes. Oh, well, it doesn't want to do one in the front there. Well, we'll see about filling those in manually in a minute, I guess. And just a couple more. Yeah, the ones in the front are being really, really finicky. Whoops. So let's select just this one and then duplicate it and see if I can't get this front filled in. It's just not having it. Oh, I got that one. There we go. Cool. And then we just need to go over here on this edge again. Whoop, that's not what I wanted to do. Wave A. Okay, put that back. There we go. And now, with this, thought I had it selected, wasn't paying attention. Now we can copy that in and fill in over here. We're going to do some overlap probably. Let's go all the way to the edge here, and then we'll just overlap. Have a bit of Z fighting, but, you know, as long as we don't look too close, we're okay. Man, this thing with the fountains is just frozen. Though I think part of that is that I did not come through and level this out after I adjusted all the streets. So I think if I do that, this might look a little better through here. No, it still looks pretty terrible. So pedestrian areas don't work the best in a snow map is what we have learned today. And that's okay. That's fine. Not everything's going to always work out. So that gives us some areas that need some love. You know, we've got a couple of spots that could certainly use additional stuff coming in on it. So we are going to put additional stuff. I'm going to run this right to there and hopefully out here. And then we can connect right there. And then we're going to do another connection right back here. It is not cooperating with me today, is it? That side will go, but this side's like, I'm not having it. And then we need to lose a couple buildings here. But you just really don't want to go. How about if I do that? Yeah, that's what I thought. Anarchy saves the day as usual. Up here, I think I'm going to leave open and, I don't know, do something different. But I want to go ahead and get a bit more commercial there. Not there. Well, that didn't really get us anything there, did it? Just change our zoning and see what I get. Oh, that works. That works nicely. We can do that there. And thought we had killed zoning here earlier. Guess not. And that will get it filled in a little bit better. And it should, of course, now have... Yeah, it is dedicated to commercial. So we might eventually... Yeah, we're not going to have... Well, we might get enough goods sold. Maybe. As this kind of fills in, possibly we will see a little bit more. Up here, I kind of want to just do some parks of some sort. I don't know what those. So let's look at them and see what we have. So we've already used this one, but I can't place it there anymore because I got rid of zoning on this section. But this section could have zoning back now because we're not gonna do anything there. So let's give this a whirl. That fills that up nicely right there. But then we'd wind up just repeating. So what if we just go to just like one of our winter parks and see if there's something here that wouldn't work well. Oh, I do have anarchy on. Wait, why is it letting me place it over a building? Yeah, this would take out a couple of those, but I don't know. Maybe we do like a skating rink up here. I think that ties in well with the theme. We could even probably get away with some like back here. But for now, we're going to put one, go with a skating rink and maybe a sledding hill. Just kind of a nice little getaway there. Yeah, that works. However, I do want you to come down to everybody else's elevation. You are. The ground there I did not level, I guess. Ah, that's all it is. Okay. Cool. I like our little pedestrian area. It is providing some entertainment value to just right there. Not a lot. What I do want to do is just extend it out a little teeny tiny bit so that I can get past through here. I know I can use those roads without extending it, but I just want to, you know, solidify that this is a connection over into there. And we'll just use a nice one with a tree. And I think just one will be enough. Yeah, one will be enough. And then I want to look at our elevations and see where can I zone up here, because we've got a huge demand for offices. So we can go there, no problem. And we should be able to get there, no problem. Here it starts getting a little more problematic. Over here in the corner, though, I might be able to get like one or two. But not a lot. Because that's a pretty steep climb right there. So nice. Oh, we have a beautiful little pedestrian area. And I like it. 87% happiness. Pretty good land value bonus. Like, look at that. That's not shabby. And as these upgrade, and I think these look really good. I know these aren't the wall-to-wall buildings and stuff like that. The only downside is you do see the backs of them here. And the only way I could fix that would be to change up where the road is and get rid of this road and have them zoned along there and have them front to back. I don't know. Let me know if you think that's worth changing or not. If so, I'll gladly do it. Or we could even bring this out here and at least have these, the back sides of these not being up there. But I don't know. I don't think it's that bad, honestly. I think it'll work just fine. So while we're over here, let's take a look at unemployment, because our population is growing. 21%. Yikes. Big yikes. Okay, that's fine. Let's address it real fast. So we've got good health care down here. We're going to make this kind of an office complex. We've got good fire coverage. We have excellent police coverage. So I think this would be a great place to have an office complex. We will put in a bit of commercial, but not a lot. In fact, we'll kind of limit our commercial to like there, and we'll go with a little bit lighter commercial here, and then a lot of the rest of this is just going to be offices. Maybe not right there. Now let's fix that so it doesn't make a teeny tiny one before I get to it. Okay, gonna do this way. Get rid of that little corner. Yeah, look at that. Instantly filling up. I want to just kind of surround this with office. We could maybe get some residential down here once residential demand pops back up. I'd like the residential to be what gets to take advantage of the water. Let's see what we get here and see how that impacts. Oh wait, not enough goods to sell, really? Are you not bringing in enough trucks? That should not be an issue. It really shouldn't be. We'll have to keep an eye on that, because this is where they get their cargo from. But yeah, let's let these offices develop and see what we wind up getting in terms of employment. And while we were waiting, this guy started complaining. So yeah, we are using all of our cargo capacity. I kind of thought that would happen. And that's fine. We'll deal with it. We will come in here with one of these medium-sized ones and just plop it right next to that one as close as we can. It does create some weird things back there with the train, but hopefully now with an extra 7 trucks, we'll stop seeing these not enough goods. Some of these guys are complaining about not enough shoppers as well. Like that little dude, he's complaining not enough shoppers. Wait. Oh, that's interesting. I do like how those buildings are back to back like that. That's kind of cool. I also like these. They just do these little courtyards. I don't think that's really a pharmacy. I think it's just a courtyard. But, you know, they're called in the pharmacy, so whatever. So, yeah, this is all filling in and starting to upgrade. So, I'm going to take a beat. And we're going to look and see if we can't take care of this land value problem. Because we need to. Just going to have to spam some things down, I think. A little bit. But that's all right. Like over here in residential, we could do a couple snowman parks for the kiddies to go play in. Put that there so I have room for a path. And that gets that area a little bit happier. We can make one back here. Make them a bit happier. Over here is residential, yes. And offices. So maybe we could switch gears a little bit and go with like a plaza of some sort, like back here. And make, you know, a place for people to go sit outside in the snow for lunch. And that should be raising land value now. Yeah, there we go. We've got buildings upgrading. What do we have right in through here? We've got some more residential. Let's do another little snowman park. Or let's do an ice hockey rink. I know it's a lot bigger, but it'll kind of fill in that little gap right there and give us some really good coverage. And then let's look and see what else do we have zoned where. This is all residential. Do you want to do another ice hockey rink? I'm trying to get it to... It's going to go where the path is. So what we'll do is just formalize that real quick before we get a building rebuilt. There we go. And we'll just go ahead and get that path in. We hadn't done that yet. And then that gets most of that area pretty happy. Wow. We're still over capacity? Holy cow. How is that not... Oh, because that's only 12. I'm like, how is that not giving us enough? Well, there's a good reason. That's only 12. We don't have a whole lot of garbage going through there, so we don't really need to do the garbage one. But we do need to add in probably just another one of these. Oh. Small cargo service point. Large pedestrian. Oh, that does garbage and... Alright, we're going to pause. They're going to complain temporarily that there's no service point, so that's why we're pausing. And we're going to replace it with this. Again, just as close to that bridge as we can. And then that gets us more of everything. And should make these dudes a lot happier, I'm hoping. Alright, so back to land value issues. We want to correct this as best we can. We are going to use plazas, since this is an office-oriented area. Let's bring one in there. And maybe one back here-ish somewhere. That should give us pretty good coverage for that whole area. I'm going to turn that. And then now if we take a look... Yeah, this has gone from being, you know, crap to much, much better. I wish this wasn't such a high bank so that we could get in some sort of little park out here, but no, it's not level. Never mind. I was gonna say we could maybe do like a snowmobile track or something out here, like we did in the previous one, but we can't. So we're gonna lose a house or two. We're gonna just do a few snowman parks. It's not gonna reach all the way to the end, but it will help some. And for these guys, it's not really the type of place you'd expect to see a fire pit or anything like that. There we go. That gets most of that taken care of. A little bit down on the edge. That's okay if we have some lower value properties, but for the most part, we have resolved the issue that we were running into, though it's still saying increased land value. That's interesting because over here there's a high-rise band. These will never, right? Let's look. Yeah, here there's a high-rise band. Here there is not. So yeah, definitely a bit of a challenge there. So the final piece of this puzzle is, I mentioned last time we might have some merit in a metro stop somewhere up here. The question is, where do we cram it in? Won't fit there. We could lose a building or two there if I bumped my park over that I meticulously placed tiles on top of. We can get it there. Hey, the tiles stay. Cool. Which means they should stay when I do that, but I want to get it oriented. Either way, it's not going to be ideal to connect. So we'll just do that, and I'm going to pause once again, come into our metro, and get rid of this connection, and then reestablish a connection up into our pedestrian area. The first connection, not really a big problem. Just right like that. This one, however, we're going to have to bring pretty quickly down. Probably like that, and then follow this around a little bit. And then use our curved road tool and finish this off. That works. And then just unpause. Wait for it to realize that that's going to be a place they can go, and we should be able to just add stops here. It may take it a minute. I think it has to reach the station on either end before it'll do it. Like a train has to go from station to station and skip this one before it'll let me. But as soon as it'll let me, I will add these lines in. It's definitely, there we go. I'm about to say, it's definitely not wanting to do it, but just as I gave up hope. Cool. And now the pedestrian area should see even more visitors, which is nice, because we want to maybe get the commercial zone landmark in there. I think that'd be kind of a nice thing to have. So it's costing us $1,700. Has pretty good land value. It's getting 59 tourists a week. I wish this showed me how much money it made, but we're selling weekly goods of 15,000, so I would assume we're definitely making money off of this thing. So I'll live with it, and I think it looks pretty fantastic. I like how it's different for a pedestrian center. Instead of just using the wall-to-wall buildings, we've used the shopping malls content creator pack and created a nice pedestrian shopping district. I like it. And I hope you like it too. But we're going to leave it here. So until next time, if I can click the cinematic camera button, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.